Yeah.
If your astral form is quite settled, we should talk.
You do know how meditation works, right? It usually requires a little bit of uninterrupted peace.
And yet somehow I imagine you'll get over it. You may have noticed in your more frequent travels through the astral dimension that there's a foreboding air surrounding the sanctums as of late.
Since I met you, I've lived in a constant state of foreboding, Wong.
Interesting to note then how far it is you've come since we've met. After your introduction to the Ancient One at Kamartaj and your studies in the mystic arts, where you grew to understand the significance of the multiverse and the mystical powers we safeguard this world against. Some of these lessons, as I recall, came right in the nick of time.
Well, by my estimation, if I hadn't learned how to use the Eye of Agamotto's ability to reverse time and stop Kaecilius and his zealots, we would have been screwed in China. We did it.
Yes, we did it. By violating the natural law of the universe which we'd sworn to protect.
Look around you, Mordo. You stopped Dormammu. It's over.
You still think there will be no consequences, Strange? No price to pay? We broke our rules, just like the Ancient One. The bill comes due. Always. There will be a reckoning.
These Infinity Stones.
Yet again, your memory serves you well. But you must not confuse knowledge with enlightenment.
Fair enough. Why don't you enlighten me?
While Agamotto wielded the Time Stone out of necessity, in order to protect our dimension, there are those who have sought out other stones purely in the pursuit of their own lust for power. In World War II, Johann Schmidt, the man known as the Red Skull, obtained an object referred to as the Tesseract, which in actuality was an object of containment for what we know to be the Space Stone.
It has taken me a long time to find this place. You should be commended. I think that you are a man of great vision, and in this way we are much alike.
I am nothing like you, Schmidt.
Of course, you are little more than a librarian, but what others see as superstition, you and I know to be a science.
What you seek is just a legend.
Then why make such an effort to conceal it? The Tesseract was the jewel of Odin's treasure room. It's not something one buries. But I think it is close. Yes, Yggdrasil, Tree of the World, Guardian of Wisdom, and Fate also. You have never seen this, have you?
It's not for the eyes of ordinary man.
Exactly.
Schmidt went on to build Hydra into the most formidable force the world has ever seen. With its Tesseract-powered technology,
Embrace it
it
proudly.
almost gave them the war. Thankfully, the Allied forces had a secret weapon of their own. Captain America stopped Schmidt from unleashing the destructive power of the Tesseract upon the world and sacrificed himself so that others wouldn't try to follow in the Red Skull's footsteps.
We'll have the band playing something slow.
But some men always think they know best.
Just keep looking.
You may remember the Battle of New York.
I tend to bury all my memories of giant space aliens dropping out of the sky.
Sarcasm aside, what you don't know is that event was a result, in large part, of the arrival of another Infinity Stone, the Mind Stone. Loki, the adopted Asgardian prince, brought it here to aid in his efforts to open a portal for an extraterrestrial army invasion, in which he was more than successful. Thankfully, the Avengers were able to put a plug in the dam on that occasion by getting their hands on the staff and cutting off the source of the portal. Later on, Thor Odinson took his brother Loki into custody and returned to Asgard with the Tesseract. Unfortunately, Thor returned a short time later in another Earthbound battle over the Infinity Stones, wherein Malekith, leader of the Dark Elves, wielded the Aether, known as the Reality Stone in Greenwich, England. Taking advantage of the cosmic phenomenon known as the Convergence, he attempted to bring the 9 worlds, including Earth, into a permanent state of darkness. But once again, Thor absconded with the Infinity Stone, presumably to bring it under Asgardian safekeeping.
So Asgardians tend to bring their fair share of trouble when involved with these stones.
You have no idea.
You didn't say what happened to the staff, the one with the Mind Stone.
I was getting to that. A Hydra operative known as Baron Strucker got his hands on the staff following the dissolution of S.H.I.E.L.D., after it was revealed to be a front for the Hydra organization all along. From there, Strucker had one of his scientists explore the stone's application on human tissue, which resulted in the enhanced telepathic abilities of Wanda Maximoff and the superhuman speed of her brother, Pietro. But that wasn't the worst of it. During a siege on Strucker's Hydra fortress, Tony Stark somehow got it into his head that he needed to protect the world at any cost. After retrieving the staff from Baron Strucker, Stark set to work with Dr. Bruce Banner on duplicating its artificial intelligence as a means of creating a safeguard against the menacing forces that might threaten Earth.
This could be it, Bruce. This could be the key to creating Ultron. If we can harness this power, apply it to my Iron Legion protocol.
That's a man-sized if, Tony.
What if the world was safe? What if the next time aliens roll up to the club, and they will, they couldn't get past the bouncer?
Then the only people threatening the planet would be people.
Peace in our time, Bruce. Imagine that.
And in typical hubristic fashion, their best intentions blew up in the world's face.
Is that the best you can do?
Had to ask.
This is the best I can do. This is exactly what I wanted. All of you against all of me. How could you possibly hope to stop me?
Together.
Mercifully, while Ultron sought to create a new host form for his true consciousness,
Wield the hammer.
the Mind Stone,
Keep the Mind Stone.
the Avengers intervened and instead transformed it into a vision of hope. A harder battle was fought that day, and with Vision's help, the Avengers were able to defeat Ultron. The Mind Stone currently remains in the Vision's keeping, which brings us to the Power Stone. As far as we're aware, it remains concealed in
My
a
name is
hidden
Peter
location across the stars,
There's one other name you
protected
might know me
by a
by.
massive ocean.
Star-Lord.
This particular stone is often coveted for its destructive potential, making it often sought after by those with ill intent. If the Power Stone is ever, in fact, unearthed, it would signal a very bad omen for all. However, our task as masters of the mystic arts is of a particularly singular focus:
You said it.
to protect this
We're
world.
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Should other worlds in our dimension encounter such a threat, they'll have to pray for someone capable of ensuring their own salvation.
You said there were 5 additional stones.
I did, but strange.
Yes?
It may be simple coincidence that one, such as Loki, who has wielded 2 separate Infinity Stones, would arrive on Earth at this time, but
Right. Better safe than sorry.
What's this? What are you doing?
This isn't me.
Loki.
To be continued, Wong. Thor Odinson, God of Thunder.
All right, wizard. Who are you? And why should I care?
My name is Dr. Stephen Strange, and I have some questions for you. I keep a watch list of individuals and beings from other realms who may be a threat to this world. Your adopted brother Loki is one of those beings.
He's a worthy inclusion.
Then why bring him here?
We're looking for our father.
So, if I were to tell you where Odin was, all parties concerned would promptly return to Asgard.
Promptly.
Great. Then I'll help you.
that didn't take very long. I gathered the Asgardians reconnected with their father.
Appeared to be the best way to get them off planet ASAP.
Maybe.
Can we not do that thing where you get all cryptic and instead just tell me about the last stone?
Little is known about the 6th and final stone, the Soul Stone. But if what is known turns out to be true, It could prove to be the biggest threat of them all.
Okay. So, end of the day, as long as no one finds all these stones and puts them together, we're in the clear.
Correct. But if someone does attempt to do so, we will need to prepare for the greatest battle this universe has ever seen.
Power, time, reality, mind, space, and soul. In time, they will all be mine. My name is Thanos, and my name means death.
Hi, I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about patience. Sometimes it might seem like it's not worth it, but... How long till the movie again?